Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo. Iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin. Sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo. Iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin. Sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo. Buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo. Iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin. Sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na! Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay...
Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Tonight, we are coming to you live from the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila to deliver another game between two contenders in the MPBL. Jerby Cruz will go up against the ultimate tower in the MPBL, Greg Slaughter and the rest of Manila SV Batang Sampaloc. The South Cotabato Warriors come in with a record of 11-4, having won their last 2 games. But Manila, on the other end, has the same record, but they have a 6-game winning streak. It's been that different ever since the arrival of Greg Slaughter in our beloved MPBL. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service, alongside the Atenista, who actually grew up in the streets of Sampaloc, Manila, Westy Gonzalez. And I had to say it, Wes, because we are covering our game here in Manila. So why don't you give me some anecdote here? As proud as these Manileños are in having Greg Slaughter in the team, ano ba yung basketball culture ng Manila na pwede mo maikwento sa amin?
Well, growing up in the streets of Sampaloc, sanay kami maglaro sa sa kalye.
Okay.
Sanay kami na half court. Sanay kami sa kahit anong laki ng bola.
Okay.
And then, usually, as I mentioned to you, ang liga rito sa Sampaloc, pag natatalo ang home crowd, hindi natatapos.
Ah, talaga?
Yes.
Ganun ka-passionate ng mga Manileño. By the way, even Enzo Navarro said, dahil, alam mo yun, compact yung neighborhood, kaya nga uso yung half-court basketball as compared to full-court basketball. But speaking of Manileños, hindi lang si Wesley Gonzalez ang galing Manila sa ating broadcast team. Pati na rin ang ating courtside reporter na si Sydney Crespo. Sid, ikaw naman, ano ang kwentong Manila mo para sa amin?
Hello, Mix and Wes. Excited ako sa topic na to, no, dahil lumaki talaga ako sa basketball ng Santa Cruz, Manila. At one point, we had our own team sa mga ligang labas named after my youngest sister, Aba. And nowadays, hindi lang siya para sa matatanda, pati sa mga bata, hindi lang para sa lalaki, kung hindi pati na rin sa mga babae. I witnessed that with my cousin. And nakaka-proud talaga ang basketball dito sa lungsod ng Maynila. And pride ang gustong maramdaman ng both teams natin ngayong gabi. But only one can have that. I have more stories for you later.
There you have it. Way to translate it to our game, Sydney Crespo, who might just be our next owner here in the MPBL quite soon. But now we shall break down the previous game of South Cotabato. This is a team that I mentioned has won 2 straight. Even though they lost the services of John Wilson, among others, Enzo Hoson has stepped up. Christian Pajarito has been big time as well for them, and they won versus Caloocan.
Well, in game na yan, it wasn't an easy win for South Cotabato. They had a good first quarter, but in the second quarter, bumalik itong Caloocan. In the third quarter, lumamang pa ang Caloocan, but South Cotabato just winning in the last few minutes of the fourth quarter. As you see, almost identical stats for South Cotabato and Caloocan, making 27 field goals. But I think the story that in terms of numbers that separated South Cotabato and Caloocan is the free throw shooting. 17 against the 10 of Caloocan, and that's a big plus for South Cotabato.
+7 in a 9-point game.
Yes.
Speaking of close games, it was also a close game for Manila in their previous outing as they were able to escape the Pasay Voyagers, who can be so unpredictable here in the 6th season of the MPBL. But this Manila team has been so deep as well. Hindi lang naman Greg Slaughter yan eh. May mga Renzo Navarro ka, may Carl Brian Cruz ka pa, and this team is expected to be one of the top contenders in the North Division.
Yes, as you said, one of the top contenders. You cannot say na parang medyo nasa taas sila pero not in the top because of the addition of Greg Slaughter. It's a big addition, but it's still a team sport. That's why itong Manila, despite winning against Pasay, nahirapan din sila. This is an up and down game for Manila. Lumamang sila, nalamangan sila But still, in that fourth quarter lang na-decide yung laro na to. Only a 3-point lead that separated Manila and Pasay. As you see, the number of shots allowed, Manila allowed Pasay to take 84 shots while itong Manila only had 65 shots. But they were able to convert almost the same number. That's why they were in the game. And of course, in three-pointer that separated them 3 points, which is, the 90-87.
Let's see if that killer instinct would be present in today's game as well for Manila. Same goes for South Cotabato as they take each other head-on with the same win-loss record, 11-4 in the 6th season of the MPBL. Let's turn you over to Richard Campos.
Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Satellite Channel 53, and on Pilipinas Live app. The 2024 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme. Here are the starters. First, the South Cotabato Warriors. Forward number 21, Val Acuna. Power forward number 20, Jervy Cruz. Starting at guard number 15, Enzo Hoson. Playing at center number 1, Jamer Hamito. And at point guard number 4, the Flash, Nico Elorde. The head coach is Elvis Tolentino. Assistant coaches Boying Diloy, Jesus Ramon Pito, Apol Coronado, Peter Delegero, and Rod Tolentino. The team manager, Merman Flores. Team owner is the rap artist, Michael Pacquiao. And now, for your Manila SV Batang Sampaloc SGA. At forward number 0, Tonino Gonzaga. Starting at guard number 3, Jimboy Pasturan. At forward number 17, Carl Brian Cruz. One guard number 25, your very own from Santa Ana, Manila, Renzo Navarro. Center number 20, Greg Zilla Slaughter. The head coach is Gabby Severino. Assistant coaches Ricky Dandan, Ren Noriega, and Max Leandante. Coaching consultant Charles Chu. The team managers Neil Arce and Ado Salazar. Team governor Joey Simanes. The team owners Raymond.
We have our starters brought to you by New Star Max, Win to the Max, Nico Elorde, Enzo Hoson, Jamer Hamito, Jervy Cruz, and Val Acuna for South Cotabato. And then it's Enzo Navarro, the homegrown, alongside Jimboy Pasturan, Greg Zilla, Greg Slaughter, Zags Gonzaga, and CBC, Carl Brian Cruz for Manila. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service, alongside Manileño, Wesley Gonzalez, and Manileña, Sydney Crespo for your MPBL Monday. This follows the victories of Iloilo versus Bulacan in a career game of CJ Cancino and Mark Yee, leading the way for that Abra victory versus Batangas City. We are going to have to examine a lot of things in this game. One of those would be the coverage of South Cotabato against Greg Slaughter. And now it's 1-on-1. Slaughter versus Jamer Hamito with Greg Zilla prevailing.
Yun ang hirap nun. If you're South Cotabato defending a Greg Slaughter, you really have to put the emphasis against Greg Slaughter. But if you're on the offensive side just like that, you want to make sure that Greg Slaughter will be working hard against the defense.
Val Acuna was the one who delivered the first basket of South Cotabato to answer the 2 points of Greg Slaughter. Acuna is the very first MVP of the MPBL, a finals MVP in the inaugural season when he was with Batangas City. Jervy Cruz got the board, and here's Nico Elorde. Onto his trailer. Oson to Acuna, couple of fakes. Enzo to Jervy, pass inside, that's tapped away. Zags Gonzaga on the move. Kick out, Pasturan for 3. No good. Recovery for Manila. They will wait for Greg Zilla. Here he goes. Greg Slaughter is fouled. It's going to be a long night for Jammer Hamito.
Oh, tough assignment para dito kay Jammer Hamito and all the other big men who will be assigned against Greg Slaughter.
15 points, 11 rebounds per game for Greg Slaughter, and he hasn't lost a game here in the MPBL. First free throw is good. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for that matchup between Greg Slaughter and Balti Baltazar.
Yes. Magandang matchup yan.
And will it be one-on-one coverage between those two? That remains to be a question.
Yeah.
Now we shall enjoy South Cotabato versus Manila. Jervy Cruz onto Val Acuna. Back down to Jervy. Face up. That's a shot.
Good fake. Turned around. Shot. Just made that shot easily para dito kay Jervy Cruz.
An MVP back in his days with UST in the UAAP. Much like you. Tama ba?
No, Chef.
Aren't you an MVP yourself?
Ano lang ako. Natsambahan lang ako.
Kasi si Jervy season, ikaw finals.
Season, yeah.
As Jammer Hamito scores inside.
Good play para dito sa South Cotabato.
This could be the ultimate statement game for the South Cotabato Warriors if they win versus Manila. But Enzo Navarro has a different idea. He's going to want to defend his home court. After all, he's the only homegrown in the starting lineup. Nico Elorde answering back on the other end.
Wow.
The South Cotabato Warriors, by the way, are number 2 in the league in three-point shooting percentage, 34%. Greg Slaughter all alone inside. He was defended by 4 white shirts. Pastoran misses. Rebound Jervy. We're back with Enzo Hoson, who has starred ever since the departure of John Wilson. Elorde misfires. Rebound Greg Slaughter. Enzo Navarro, nice pass. Pastoran stepped on the break. Enzo waiting for Greg. There's the screen. Navarro will fire. That's from way out.
Way out. And it's so hard to cover against Greg Slaughter, who's really, big and wide.
And how tough is it to be guarding Enzo Navarro, because he's number 1 in the league in assists per game at 7.8. And yet you have to close out on his three-point shooting.
Yeah, so ang laki ng trabaho, ang laki ng responsibilidad na kailangan gampanan ni Nico Elorde against Navarro.
Well, Nico is known to be a defensive player, so that should not be a big problem. How about Greg Zilla feasting inside?
Greg Zilla already with 6 points.
He's just too big.
Yeah, it's too big.
12-10. Jammer Hamito. Onto Nico Elorde. Screen. Nico down the middle. Up top they go. 6 on the shot clock. Val Acuna. Jervy Cruz matched up against CBC. A miss and a rebound by Greg. We're going to have to track that. Slaughter already has 3 boards. Enzo Navarro with 3 3-pointers early in this game.
Grabe. Sky high confidence for Navarro.
He might have just been the perfect point guard in this roster of Manila. Enzo Hoson, lefty layup.
Enzo Hoson lately has been, playing really well.
Oh, he did tell me that his minutes basically increased. That gave him the opportunity to shine. And also, from being a point guard, he's now a shooting guard, which has allowed him to score all the more. As a pushing foul is called on CBC, and he knew about it. Or was it actually Zags? Yeah, it was Carl Brian Cruz. As the three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme, one-stop shop appliances, the native of Santa Ana, Manila. Enzo Navarro with one of his 3 3-pointers so far in this game. By the way, Greg Slaughter has now taken a breather Pero higante rin ang pumalit sa kanya.
Oh, isa pang higante na si Raba Alaseni.
Raba is matched up against Chris Dumapig. And that he has finals experience in the MPBL. Here he is, Dumapig, mid-range. That's good.
Chris Dumapig's also stepping up for this South Cotabato squad.
15-14. Enzo Navarro going right. Navarro, that's an opening. Sorry, miss. Recovery. Zags, wide open. Short. Good tap by Nico. And here comes Enzo Hoson. Down the middle. Kick out. Nico Elorde. Three-pointer. Short. Balik sa kabila. Forward pass. Nice feed by Navarro. Gonzaga. No foul, but there's the basket.
Musling is way in against Nico Elorde. And these guys played together in the UAAP for Ateneo.
A lot of familiarity. That's why it's good that they're matched up against each other. Enzo Hoson against Enzo Navarro. Hoson leans in. No good. Tap. No sir. And we're back with Navarro. Pressure applied. Manila up by 3. That's a foul by Enzo Hoson. This fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. Nice feed. Saktong-sakto.
Sakto, touchdown pass.
Well, that's why Navarro is the best facilitator in the MPBL so far. That's 3 dimes already for him in this game to go alongside his 3 3-point makes. Jimboy Pasturan. Now they go up top, a 3-pointer. In and out for Manila. Rebound Dumapig. Hoson now playing point guard. Kyle Tolentino is in. Jervy Cruz against James Sena. Nice matchup as well. 10 on the shot clock. Screen. Hoson. Jervy. He's been working on that. In and out. Rebound Raba Aluseni. Jimboy. Coursing his way through. Tough shot. That goes in.
Good change of direction para kay Pastoran. Converting on a 2-pointer.
19-14. Manila trying to pull away. Dumapig onto Marwin Jonicio against Didat Hanapi. Switch. Tolentino with the basketball. Blitzed. Kyle will fire with all the confidence in the world. No good. Approaching the last 2 minutes. There's a takedown. Foul is on Jervy Cruz.
And he's signaling na flop daw. And Jervy Cruz played against Raba in the UAAP. I think Jervy is a bit older.
Kumbaga, pag-graduate si Jervy, papasok si Raba.
Yes.
Raba though was so dominant in his Ateneo days.
Yeah, Raba was, grabe.
Pastoran, nice escapes. Sena fakes, passes. Malyari up top to Hanapi. Back to Daniel. Didat, 3-pointer. Off to the left. Offensive rebound for James. And here's Malyari. Pastoran settles. 2-man game. Jimboy. Aluseni, feet inside. 1 on the shot clock. That's going to be a violation.
Good defense para dito kay South Cotabato, not giving up, not giving that possession to Manila.
Cotabato though has been stuck here with 14 points. It's been quite a while since they have scored. See if they can come alive. Marwin Jonicio, a 3-pointer. In and out. And here's Jimboy. Screen by Sena. Pastoran down the middle. There's the feed, an absolute push by Pajarito. And Raba did not like it. Raba Aluseni proceeds to the line. Although he is the second best volume free throw shooter in the MPBL. 81% from the stripe.
Yeah, he's a big man. He's always getting fouled. He has a good touch, the free throw area, but missed that first attempt.
Yeah, it normally happens. Nababati natin ang free throws. Although Al-Husseini's touch has been beneficial for him since his collegiate days.
Yes.
Now, Elorde has returned. Hoson will take a breather.
Parang biglang mixy yung rotation ng South Cotabato compared to how it was, in the first part of the league.
Well, there's no more John Wilson. Ping Masaglang still hasn't played. Get well soon to Ping, our reigning homegrown player of the year. And there's a loose ball foul against Didat Hanapi. First foul for the former Adamsonian. 20-14. South Cotabato still looking for a bucket. Where will it come from? Good defense by Manila. Pajarito will fade. Short. Rebound Raba. Under 40 seconds remaining. Pastoran. James Sena. Nice feed onto Al-Husseini.
Very good find, James Sena. It's the familiarity ng big to big.
That's 3 points in this game for Raba Al-Husseini. The advantage is 8. This is the biggest lead so far. Pajarito still could not buy a bucket. And there's an unspo as Al-Husseini went flying. The call was on Dumapig.
Oh, we know Dumapig's not going to back down. Very physical player.
Our referees will review it just so they can evaluate correctly. And I'd like to take this time to greet the mother of Kyle Tolentino, the wife of Coach Elvis Tolentino. A happy birthday, Miss Eileen. Okay, ayun, may elbow sa mukha.
Para nauna yung tulak nauna may tulak si Raba, gumante si Dumapig, pero pag ganti niya, hindi pa niya natamaan, so hinabol pa niya ng isa pa.
Okay. At yun, huling-huli na yun.
At nahuli na.
Referee Alan Manzano had a quick review. All right. The call stands, an unspo against Chris Dumapig. So Raba Al-Husseini will proceed to the line again. He's 1 out of 2 so far. What actually changed here, the latter part of the first? Kaya napako itong South Cotabato sa 14.
I think it's a shot selection for South Cotabato. Hindi masyadong maganda yung kanilang shot selections, while itong Manila is very, they're really sharing the ball. You see, assists here and there.
South Cotabato's shooting was around 50% just a while ago. Now it's down to 35%. For Manila, they're up to 42%. Free throws have surely helped them. They've made 5 of those already. The lead is 10. Sideline inbound for Daniel Malyari. James Sena. On to the former Arellano chief. Malyari, no good. Battle for the loose ball. It ends up with Larry Rodriguez. Forward. Pajarito lost it again. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here in Manila. The home squad looking good.
Yeah, looking good. Very steady. Unti-unti nilang binil yung kalamangan nila, while itong Cotabato naman needs to pick up, their offense, spacing nila, shot selections for them to be able to go back in this ball game.
Lorenzo Navarro had full control of that first quarter, scoring 9 points on 3 threes, and he also had 3 dimes. So that's what? 15 of the 24 points of Manila? Maybe even more, facilitated by Enzo Navarro. How about that ball distribution? Big to big as well.
Yeah, big to big. So maganda yung pinapakita so far itong Manila.
This first quarter score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Although same approach, Coach Elvis reiterated na masarap manalo sa mga teams tulad ng Manila. It will give them a good sense of pride on top of all possible learnings. However, their bigs who did well and made an impact versus Caloocan might have a much more difficult task tonight. Pointed to Coach Elvis na china-challenge niya ang kanilang mga big men na makipag-compete pa rin and show up kahit may Greg Slaughter. At this point of the season, South Cotabato is working on their consistency. Yung kahit raw may pressure o humihirap yung situation sa loob ng court, everyone can still make good decisions. What do you think so far, Migs West?
Well, there you have it. Raise the standard for your squad because the standard of the MPBL has continued to be raised in the past couple of years. The Pampanga Giant Lanterns basically told everybody, try to go taller, try to go bigger so you can match up with us. Manila has responded to the call. And by the way, for South Cotabato, they still haven't faced Pampanga.
Oo pero as you said, yung ganda nga nung improvement ng liga. Lalong gumaganda yung lineup, lalong gumaganda yung quality of play, and the physicality. Ibang klase.
At kaya naman gumaganda rin ang challenge ni Coach Elvis Tolentino sa kanyang big men as Elorde misses. They're still stuck at 14, talking about South Cotabato. Ida Tanapi onto James Sena. He was the best player a couple of games back from Manila. Itong si James. Navarro onto Hanapi. Dida drives and he's gonna get that bounce. (26-14). Marvin Jonicio still no good. South Cotabato has missed its last 9 shots.
And continuously missing it. Ang sakit nito, parang hirap na hirap silang bumutas while itong Manila almost made that 3-pointer.
Pajarito, still no good. The Warriors are 6 out of 20 from the field. Manila trying to pull away. James Sena onto Dida Hanapi. Looking for a teammate. Tumalabas, Enzo Navarro. 5 on the shot clock. Enzo, will he shoot again? Navarro, what a pass. What a pass. Just short for Malyari. On the other end, Pajarito, finally.
Para makita mo yung bola na pumapasok doon sa ring, it's a good confidence booster para dito sa South Cotabato.
That's their first make in 10 shots. On the other end, a foul. Hanapi was doubled. Just as South Cotabato was able to get this bucket, ngayon babalik na sina Carl Brian Cruz at Greg Slaughter.
Parang hirap na hirap ka na ng score, biglang may darating pa na mabigat na kalaban.
Literal na pinakamabigat sa ating court ngayon. John Amon, by the way, is making his first appearance. Happy birthday to his wife, Riza, as well. Baseline inbound. Greg Slaughter muscling his way through. No basket. Rebound, Jonicio. Here's Enzo Hoson. Onto Marvin Jonicio. Bounce pass to Larry. They go to Kyle. Almost a travel. Pajarito will fire. Short. Rebound to Hamon. Navarro using the screen. Enzo's pull-up is no good. Forward pass. Jonicio on the run. Marwin. Drive and kick. Tolentino. This is a big one. No good. That's tapped away by
A very fast pace, for both teams. And I think this, advantage to South Cotabato. You don't want the defense of Manila to settle down.
Dari Rodriguez. Will he post up against Greg Slaughter? What can he do? There's the feed, Jonicio. That looked good. Just in and out for Marwin.
Those are good looks.
And it's good to see that on his arsenal as Zags Gonzaga answers back with a three-pointer.
Bilis ng balik. Zags already with 5 points.
Good to have him back in the MPBL as well. His last stint was with Quezon City. Also with Zamboanga for a while before he proceeded to play 3x3 basketball. Enzo Hoson onto Christian Pajarito. Another three, another miss. Forward pass, one-on-one. Gonzaga will fly. No good, no putback. Zags went on the floor. And here's Rodriguez. Enzo Hoson. No good from the corner. Rebound, Jonicio. A lot of physicality between him and Zags Gonzaga.
Bodies just, going down on the floor.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Tonino. Zags Gonzaga from the corner before all the chaos happened for him. That layup could have been a big highlight for Mr. Gonzaga. Sayang lang.
I mean, for me, kung diniretso niya yung layup na yun, baka hindi pa niya masyadong pinahirapan yung sarili niya.
Rodriguez onto Hoson. Quick shot. That's good.
Good recognition by Hoson.
29-18. 4 points for Enzo Hoson. Almost halfway done in the second. Janamon pressured by Tolentino. Now it's CBC. High-low. Greg Zilla. No good. Ah.
A sorry miss by Greg Slaughter, but he was still able to get that offensive rebound. Got a foul against Amito.
This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. Larry Rodriguez. There's the feed onto Enzo Hoson with a 180 shot. I can't help but feel bad for Jammer Hamito. Sinasandalan siya ni Greg Slaughter.
And sa laki ni Greg Slaughter, yung level ng siko ni Greg napupunta dun sa ulo ni Jammer Hamito.
Kahit hindi sinasadya.
No, hindi naman sinasadya, pero talagang kung ilalagay mo yung ulo mo doon sa pathway ng siko ni Greg Slaughter, talagang matatamaan ka.
Kumbaga kasalanan mo pa yun.
That's why he was called the foul.
Slaughter converted from the line. He has 7 points and 5 rebounds. The lead is 12. Halfway done in the second. Greg Slaughter versus the Pasay Voyagers had 21 points, 8 in the first half and 13 in the second half. He also had 9 rebounds, but that efficiency is just through the roof. He did it in front of Mark Pingles, who was watching by the sideline. There's Greg Zilla, who again told us that he's not surprised with the physicality that he's experiencing in the MPBL because he got used to it when he was with Cebu. Even in Ateneo.
Yes.
At syempre, may international experience pa yan si Greg.
Pero feeling ko yung physicality that he's getting now, I think that's the most physical game he has ever played so far.
Look at that field goal shooting this quarter. That's 20% or less. Kyle Tolentino, no good. Tolentino still hasn't scored.
And he's known for that three-pointer, but he hasn't connected yet.
0 out of 3 so far. Pasturan up top. CBC, his 3 is good.
First three-pointer. First 3 points para kay CBC.
Ayan, dumali ang buhay niyan ni CBC
Exactly.
ever since the arrival of Greg Slaughter. That's a good contest against Jervy Cruz. Pasturan up ahead, counter steal, 3-on-3 action. Hoson onto his trailer, Val Acuña, their best shooter, able to convert.
Val Acuña is really, talagang shooter to. Pinanganak to, shooter na eh.
Kumbaga yun yung purpose niya sa kanyang buhay. 33-21. Ito ba, born shooter? CBC misfires, rebound Tolentino. And here comes Enzo Hoson. Can they build on with some momentum for themselves? Jervy, Tolentino, they swing it over. Acuña, back to back. Yes, sir.
Good pass by Tolentino, recognizing, yung depensa that needs to cover Val Acuña. Val Acuña stepping back or stepping side for that three-pointer.
So that's 3 threes in this game for Val Acuña. 33-24. Janamon, tough shot. Oh, he made it. And then he made this too small celebration. Has always been very animated. Itong si Janamon. Tolentino. Working with Jervy. Kyle will pull up. Short. Rebound CBC, who says, let's slow down. Carl Brian Cruz. Playing point. What is he trying to say? Oh, he wanted Greg Slaughter. Instead, they went to Zags. Now the ball is with Greg. 3 on the shot clock. Slaughter, face up in the miss. Offensive rebound, ball tapped away. And here comes Enzo Hoson. Val Acuña, the hot hand. Too strong. Hoson, short. Jervy. Oh, that's a steal by Greg Zilla.
I was going to say yun yung difference pag walang Greg Zilla. You're getting offensive rebounds, but he was able to tap that ball and get that steal.
This is Jimboy Pasturan, a step back three-pointer.
Ang hirap bantayan when you have a Greg Slaughter, di ba? It really frees up, the teammates of Greg.
That's 6 threes already for Manila in this game. Tolentino, the pull-up. Finally, he scores.
The first 2 points by Tolentino.
Tolentino's shooting is 1 out of 5. 0 out of 3 from downtown. Jimboy Pasturan against Enzo Hoson. 8 on the shot clock. Carl Brian Cruz. No good. Rebound Kyle. Enzo onto his cutter. Jervy is fouled. 2 free throws.
Miscommunication para naman dito sa Manila. Especially if, coming from the offense na hindi nakashoot. But look at this replay. Greg just tapping that ball and giving that screen against Enzo Hoson, freeing up itong si Pasturan.
It's literally running into a wall. You're trying to fight that screen of Greg Slaughter. Free throw shooting, these would be the first pair for the whole South Cotabato squad. Jervy Cruz makes his first. There you see Coach Elvis Tolentino. He's been the star coach of Marikina in the past couple of years. This is a different journey for him with a contending squad. Rene Pacquiao, as he was about to check in, heard the buzzer. And so he shall take a short break, 38-28. Oh, I love this. We have our team comparison for South Cotabato and Manila. Is there anything that stands out the most for you, Wes?
Well, I would expect itong rebounds ng Manila should go up.
Oo nga.
At 46.5.
Well, Greg Slaughter has played less than half of their games. So obviously, the numbers won't do justice to
Yes.
the overall identity and performance of Manila.
And they have played a total of 15 games so far.
Remember, it has been 6 straight wins for Manila. Up next, they will take on Muntinlupa, and then they will go back home here to take on Davao and Zamboanga.
Two tough teams against Manila in the upcoming games.
Ooh, Kelly Nabong versus Greg Slaughter, though. That would be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Off of the turnover, here comes Nico Elorde with a leaner. He converts. South Cotabato hanging around. They're down by 8 as a foul is called. It seemed to have been on Elorde. Mabagal na bumaba itong si Enzo Navarro. Okay, let's first see that basket. There's a conversion, and then Nico will proceed to pressuring. Ayun.
Oh, pareho lang naman sila.
Nagpakilala lang sa isa't isa.
Oh.
Double foul. Nico Elorde is one of the most physical guards that we have in the MPBL.
Very physical, but ano siya, it's within the bounds of basketball.
Oo. Pesky lang talaga. Kaya, Wes, nung kasama niya yung Ping Masaglang, have you ever seen Ping Masaglang before? Grabe yung peskiness doon. Yung backward pressure ng dalawang yan. Napakatindi. I'd say, they're quite near the Marcelino twins
Oh,
in terms of pressuring.
grabe. Yun ang grabe.
Diba? 38-30. Eloy Tan is in the game for the first time. The guy who transferred from Marikina. Jimboy from the corner. That's good. Another three-pointer for Manila.
I mean, you have Greg Slaughter, but if you're shooting well from the outside, that's a plus for Manila. And, that's the effect of Greg Slaughter. The defense really concentrate on him.
That's 8 points for Jimboy. 7 threes in this game for Manila. 6 seconds to go. Pastoran on the run. Cross court. Enzo Navarro for 3. Oh, he was fouled. A poor foul by Eloy Tan. And that's with 1/10 of a second
Yeah.
remaining.
He's hobbling.
Let's see that closeout. Ayun, tamaan naman talaga. Si Eloy pa yung delikado sa kanyang landing.
Oo eh. Ikaw na nga may foul, ikaw pa yung nasaktan.
Oo.
Double whammy.
It seems like Eloy Tan will be able to shake it off. Enzo Navarro now has reached double figures with that free throw. 42-30 is the tally. The biggest lead was 15 in this game. This is near impossible for Jensen to still score. I almost went in for Eloy Tan, but it wouldn't have counted. And so that's going to do it for our first 20 minutes. Manila able to take good care of their advantage, 43-30, winning both quarters. But that first quarter performance was really convincing, winning it by 10. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Welcome back to the MPBL inside the San Andres Sports Complex. I'm Sydney Crespo. Nandito tayo ngayon sa ating main game at sa halftime, kausapin natin ang representatives of the both teams. We have Sir Merman Flores, team manager of the South Cotabato Warriors, and of course Sir Roman Ang, Manila SV, Batang Sampaloc SGA. Unahin ko po si Sir Merman. Sir Merman, tonight you're facing Height and ex-pros. How did your team prepare for this game?
We can only prepare for defense. They got Greg Slaughter, and obviously they're slaughtering us right now. And we got to do better playing defense in the second half.
I think, Sir Merman, there's more to that reaction earlier. So, so far, how are you enjoying this game?
I'm not really enjoying it because we're losing, but hopefully we win so we can enjoy it.
Sir Merman, who do you want to greet?
Yeah, we would like to thank our sponsors, our South Cotabato Governor, Gov Tamayo, Jinky Skin, and RCS Sportswear. And would like to thank our Jensen Mayora Lorelei Pacquiao and our proud sponsors, Armor On, Sandman, and Team Osiris. And sa lahat po ng mga taga Manila na sumusuporta sa MPBL, good evening sa inyo lahat.
Thank you so much, Sir Merman. Now, Sir Roman, welcome back sa halftime interview natin. Na-mention nyo, it's been 2 years. But now, nandito tayo ulit sa loob ng San Andres Sports Complex, no, your home court. Do you have any message sa support and sa good-sized crowd that we have here tonight?
Unang-una lahat, salamat sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa amin every game. Sa mga batang Maynila dyan, asahan nyo, mas ayusin pa namin at gagalingan namin bawat laro para sa inyo.
And speaking of the future, personally, ano po ang ina-expect niyo pa o gusto niyo pang makita for the rest of the elimination round?
Okay, we're halfway now with the league. So we're taking it slowly, one game at a time. And then we're still gelling the team. And hopefully magtuloy-tuloy yung maganda nilalaro ng team namin.
Alright, Sir Roman, anyone you want to greet?
Yes, I'd like to greet our Mayor Hani Lacuna, Congressman Sam Versosa, Boss Frank Lau, SGA, Official Spa, and to my wife who's watching at home, hi.
Sir Roman, thank you so much for joining me here after 2 years. Mga kaligaw ko kaya so gabalik ang MPBL.
Our halftime score is 43-30 in favor of Manila versus South Cotabato. Well, shooting hasn't been too friendly for the Warriors in this game. You're gonna see it in our statistics, only at 30%. And on the other end, Enzo Navarro has been making it rain to lead the way for Manila.
Well, as you said, yung shooting nung South Cotabato has not been really good so far for this game. Especially, they're only 30% and then 21% sa 3-point field goal nila, while itong Manila already converting 7 of 18 dun sa 3-pointer nila and 14 dun sa kanilang total field goal. And of course, just the presence of Greg Slaughter just making it hard for this South Cotabato squad to score.
Kumbaga nag-domino na no, sa iba't ibang departamento ang presensya ni Greg Slaughter, even with screens alone. Able to give out those good looks to Carl Brian Cruz among others, while Val Acuña continues to be efficient with his shooting. He made 3 3-pointers in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, he's only, the few bright spot for this South Cotabato. As I mentioned a while ago, nag-iba yung itsura nung team itong South Cotabato, especially napalitan yung ibang players nila. But, it has to be the other players who needs to step up, like, Val Acuña. Val is, he's shooting well. He's a good shooter and a good player. Together with, Nico Elorde, Enzo Hoson, and Jervy Cruz. Pero kulang against, Manila. Especially Navarro and Pastoran shooting well for Manila. So, ang laki nung disparity in the shooting. And again, the presence of Greg Slaughter. Maski hindi niya hawak yung bola, the defense really concentrates on him. That's why they're getting free shots. They're getting wide open looks.
Enzo Navarro's shooting combined with Jimboy Pastoran is 6 out of 11. That's better than 50% from the field. While you mentioned the likes of Jervy Cruz, only 1 out of 4 from the field. Enzo Hoson is 2 out of 5. Christian Fajarito is 1 out of 6. Nicole Sorela's not even playing in this game. Kyle Tolentino, 1 out of 5. Do you actually think that the offensive execution wasn't too bad for South Cotabato? They just weren't converting? Or they could do better?
They could do better. I think the spacing is really, that's something that they can improve on. The shot selection can be improved on. That's why, kaya rin hindi rin maganda yung percentage na, it's because of those things.
Well, the good thing is they have a long way to go. 20 more minutes to play here in Manila to try to reverse the fortunes that we've been seeing so far. We do thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside our Manileños, Wesley Gonzalez and Sidney Crespo. There's an early hit. Nico Elorde taking down Carl Brian Cruz. Obviously unintentional, but CBC took it real hard. There will be a review. Ang ayaw mo naman, kung ikaw ang South Cotabato, ma-frustrate ka na lang sa game na to.
Of course, this is a long way to go. 20 more minutes. Marami pang pwedeng mangyari.
CBC is still shaken up. I think Carl Brian Cruz really wanted that unspo, but he won't get it. Tignan natin. On the very first possession.
He's really trying to sell that foul. But, I mean, of course, the referees will review it.
43-30 is the tally. High-low. Nice pass. Easy finish. Basket and one for Greg Slaughter.
Good pass, good cut. 2-pointer, another free throw para kay Greg Slaughter.
Ang dali ng buhay ni Carl Brian Cruz, no?
Oo, parang patayo-tayo. Kung pumunta sa akin yung depensa, I can give it to Greg. But if not, I can shoot the three.
Yeah. Kanina nga tinanong ko si CBC. Bigyan mo ako ng specific difference. For example, yung pagpapahinga mo after the games. Ano yung diferensya? Sabi niya, kung before, nararamdaman niya yung sakit even 3 days after the actual game. Ngayon, nasa 1 to 2 days na lang. Kasi hindi na siya masyadong nabubugbog.
Oo. Meron ng sumasalo ng pagkabugbog niya.
46-30. Enzo Hoson to Val Acuna. Acuna pulls up. That's short. Rebound Slaughter. And here comes Tonino Gonzaga. Cross court. Oh, that's read well. Acuna, no numbers. He will stop and pop. Good contest by Greg Slaughter.
Yeah, he really went out to challenge Val Acuna's shot.
Here comes Greg Zilla. The ball went flying back and forth on the counter. Jonicio all the way for 2.
Just used his height and his leaping ability against Navarro.
The lead is 14. Pasturan on to Greg Slaughter against Rene Pacquiao. He backs down. Slaughter. The foul was on the floor. If you were defending Greg Slaughter, as this fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star, win to the max, Marvin Janisha going all the way. I'm sure you wouldn't wish for it, but if you were defending Greg Slaughter, anong gagawin mo, Wesley Gonzalez?
Well, I would prevent him to get the ball from the block.
Okay, deny. Front.
Yes.
Front?
Front ka agad, but there has to be a help from the backside as well. So it's a very coordinated defensive scheme.
Sasandalan mo rin ba siya? Are you gonna, stay attached to him?
For me, I'm going to front him.
Okay.
Front him. I'm just going to use my speed against him because you cannot pound for pound. Hindi ko kayang i-match up si Greg. But you have to look for the weaknesses that he has and capitalize on it.
Well, he is human after all, even though we call him Greg Zilla. Conversion at the line. The advantage is 16. Again, Greg Slaughter still hasn't lost the game in the MPBL. Enzo Hoson. Screen by Fajarito. Enzo goes to Kyle Tolentino. The pull-up and the miss. There is a loose ball foul called on Christian Fajarito. Let's take this time to listen in to Sidney Crespo.
After several games with Greg, Coach Gabby Severino says they're more comfortable now as a team, knowing better how to maximize his presence. Tonight, though, everyone is asked to exert more effort on offensive rebounding after the first half. And Coach Gabby admits he is a bit nervous of South Cotabato's all-ex-pro frontline. Well-balanced pa rin daw kasi itong Warriors and for sure, they will come back. So everyone has to be ready as other options aside from Greg Migs West.
So we have to give South Cotabato the Batangas treatment, which we exhibited earlier today when they were trailing versus the Abro Weavers. And yes, you can see that this front line is deep for South Cotabato, but it seems like so far they've been outplayed. Na-mention din naman natin, hindi lang Greg Slaughter, may Carl Brian Cruz ka pa, may Raba Alusaini ka pa, may James Sena ka pa, among others.
Lalim din ang paghuhugutan ni Coach Gab Severino.
Well, if you think about it, that's kind of their preparation for Pampanga as well.
Oh,
Larry
yeah.
Rodriguez able to drain a jumper.
Then as South Cotabato, you would want to convert on those outside shots because you want Greg to come out on the defense side.
It's like the argument that we plead when somebody's matched up against Balti Baltazar, you pull him out. But Greg Slaughter continues with his domination. Ayan, veteranong big man. Nakatapat, Larry Rodriguez.
Usually, if let's say Greg is getting Larry Rodriguez on the defensive side.
Well, this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Pag nasa defensive side si Greg, you want Larry to go out and give a pick. Para mapilitan lumabas si Greg, or if not, there will be no help dun sa pick and roll.
Offensive rebound for Manila. CBC, no good. How about that effort by Zags? Gonzaga for the putback, no good. He was denied. And now there's a charge. It's called on Greg Slaughter.
Oh. But you have to give credit to Zags for that effort.
Let me reverse the question. You are a small forward, right? A 2 or a 3. Kung ikaw, 2-3, kakampi mo si Greg Slaughter. Offensively, how would you maximize him?
You would want him to get the ball on the post.
Okay.
So everyone will be concentrating on his move in the post. And then you can freely move, and then you have that space whenever he gives that ball, whenever he kicks that ball out.
Abang ka na lang.
But of course, you have to move without the ball. That's the key to having Greg Slaughter.
You see, that's the underrated thing about cutting or moving without the ball. A lot of people might think you just wait around the 3-point line. Pero maraming din namang instances na pwede kang kumat.
Pwede kang kumat, you can give a screen. You know, there are lots of ways to free up other teammates, and eventually it'll free you up as well. It's not thinking about you yourself. It's actually thinking about freeing up the others, and eventually it'll free you up also.
There you have it. It's a whole system. Lalo na sa ganitong level. This is a professional league after all.
Yes, it is.
Here's Dumapig able to convert on his first free throw. It's been a very slow pace, by the way. I want to see the fast break story. We've seen 11 for South Cotabato and only 2 fast break points from Manila.
Wow.
Well, Manila is third to the last in the league in fast break scoring at 10.5. Although that doesn't seem to be too big of a problem for them tonight. They're up by 15. All other departments have complemented their ways, including 3-point shooting. That's number 8 for the whole Manila squad.
And if you're Manila, you would want to convert on those outside shots, especially if you're zoning. If their concentration on the defense is Greg's daughter.
Larry Rodriguez answers back on the other end, but the lead is still 16. CBC as the trailer. They go back to Enzo. Navarro up top. They swing to Greg Zilla, wide open. That's a 3 for Greg Slaughter.
Ang hirap bantayan. If you're South Cotabato and then a 7-footer would, make a 3-pointer, it's so backbreaking.
Greg Slaughter actually finds himself on a lot of situations as the trailer for Manila. And can you imagine if that 3-pointer would be consistent for him, top of the key?
Oo, ang hirap bantayan nun eh.
Another basket for South Cotabato.
Good recognition by Greg because nag-zone itong South Cotabato. If it was a man-to-man, then he would have gone inside.
Gonzaga, couple of dribbles, the pull-up and the make. It's looking like a clinic for Manila.
Yeah, Zags, very confident.
10 points already for Tonino. 4 out of 9 shooting for him. Tolentino goes to Rodriguez. 59-40. This is the biggest lead in the game. Forward pass to no one. Napatalo na lang si Enzo Navarro. And Carl Brian Cruz is not happy about it.
Very forward pass.
Here's the 3 by Greg Zilla in front of the Manila bench. His shooting, by the way, is 4 out of 9. Quite similar to Zags' percentage at 44%. Now Slaughter has taken a breather. Kitang-kita mo gano'ng ka-happy si Janamon para sa kanya. That's off of Dida Hanapi.
Good effort by Dumapig getting that defensive rebound.
Have you covered Pampanga?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And I'm looking forward to cover Pampanga in Pampanga.
Oh yes.
I'm sure it's going to be an experience.
Kahit sino kalaban nila. Napaka-ingay ng crowd. Very passionate.
Very involved.
Yes. Well, that's one of the effects of being champions. Although as much as I argue that, last year pa lang kahit hindi pa sila kampyonato, ganun na yung crowd nila. It really is that passion of the Kapampangans.
And you know, maraming Kapampangan, maraming magaling na basketball player na galing Pampanga.
Oh yes. Actually, what's quite funny is even the big men from other teams, we would find out na Kapampangan din sila.
Maraming
Ganun
magaling.
malalaki.
Yeah.
Kyle Tolentino just scored with a layup. A clear example is Warren Bonifacio. He's the lone center of the Pasay Voyagers, and yet Kapampangan din siya. Nice feed by Sena.
Pass.
2 points for Malyari. Here's Kyle Tolentino. On to Chris Dumapig. Nice fake. He had Sena flying. 1-2. Ooh, it's a walk.
Yeah. I agree with that call.
Dumapig will now sit down. Same goes for Marvin Janicio. Acuna and Pajarito back in, but they're down by 19. 3.5 before the end of the third. Jimboy Pastoran. Malyari almost traveled there. This is Raba Luceni against Larry Rodriguez. Good help by Tolentino. Raba taking his time. He turns around and he misses.
Raba is very skillful as a big man. You know, he has good footwork. You know, pero medyo matagal nagpahinga si Raba after PBA. You know, went out somewhere else, but now he's back. You know, trying to get his groove. And he has, you know, has a very good touch as a big man.
Well, you mentioned it, 4 years to be exact. And he was out of high-level basketball. Tagal nun. Like a lifetime for a basketball player.
Ang hirap ibalik nun eh. Lalo na here in this league, that's very physical. Very fast, very physical.
We're just happy to have him in the MPBL and back in the Philippines. Itong si Raba Luceni. We're giving him some time. Let's see what he can do as he moves along.
And of course, you know, he's well coached with Coach Gabby. And Coach Gabby has handled, you know, Raba and Greg back in Ateneo.
Naabutan din ba nila si Coach Ricky Dandan?
Hindi na.
Hindi na, no? UP na siya nun.
Yes.
Oh.
Panahon namin yun.
Ay, oo nga pala. Ibang panahon yun. Nico Elorde drives. Elorde with a layup. Ang kasama ni Nico sa Ateneo ay sina, do you remember? As they got the steal. And Hoson will miss. Hamito's there for the follow.
I think sila Kiefer,
Kiefer din.
if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's around Aluseni's time.
Yes. Nag-abot yan. Nag-abot sila Kiefer and Greg.
You have a timeout, 63-46. See the next 3 games of Coach Elvis Tolentino. On July 5, he will take on Bataan. July 11, Bacolod. And July 19, the Abra Weavers, who just defeated Batangas City earlier tonight.
It's a different team now. Abra Weavers is a very different team.
I wonder if they have faced Nueva Ecija. Hindi pa. South Cotabato versus Nueva Ecija could be interesting because John Wilson will be facing his former team. It's going to be a full court man-to-man defense for South Cotabato. Might as well. That's a charge.
Kitang-kita yung tulak niya against Nico Elorde. And, you know, alam na kaagad ni Nico na utakan niya itong si Pastoral.
You know, I would have loved Nico Elorde versus Paulo Javelona tonight.
O kaso,
Wala eh.
Paolo Avilonas in street clothes eh.
Two known defenders going at it. As Valacuña misfires, rebound Sena. There's one guy ahead. They're unable to locate Dida Tanapi. Here's Jibboy. Pastoran goes to James. High-low. Aluseni. No good.
Good pass by Sena. Hindi lang na-convert ni Raba.
Kabila tayo. South Cotabato with Elorde challenging Aluseni. Just have to love the guts of Nico Elorde.
Yes. Hindi siya ganun kalakihan pero the way he plays, talagang matapang.
Nice pass. Sorry, miss. No foul. And here come the Warriors. Valacuña, catch and fire. That's a three. Some momentum for South Cotabato.
Sakit na eh, the 5-point swing para dito sa South Cotabato. The layup of Elorde, the 3-pointer by Valacuña.
Let's see if this pressure can work out for them. This is a long way to go. 63-51. Pastoran goes to James. Nice fake. Sena for three. No good. Out of bounds. Let's see that replay of the point guard going against the center. And then it's Hoson giving it up to Valacuña for his fourth three-pointer in this game. Acuña is 4 out of 6 from downtown, as you can see on your screen. Elorde up top. He needs a teammate. No double dribble. 7 on the shot clock. Amito goes down. Elorde in and out and in.
He likes that matchup against Raba Aluseni.
Naging matchup pa yun eh. No?
Oh, eh, parang once he sees Raba, parang I know he knows he can take it.
The lead is 10. 23 seconds before the end of the third. Aluseni, 2+1.
Good pass by Navarro. Nakita na in-anticipate, so he made that cross-court pass. And then a pass to Aluseni, plus a foul.
Why does it seem like South Cotabato has needed to double its efforts tonight as compared to what Manila is showing us?
Iba yung for me talaga it's really the presence of of these big men. Talagang they need to take into account that these big men are, the focal point that they need to stress in their defense.
10 seconds before the end of the third. Jonicio. Good defense by Gonzaga. 3 seconds to go. Pastoran up ahead to the corner. It's a three-pointer. That is good for Daniel Malyari.
Good pass. Good find.
Just the right amount of patience. That's gonna count. Very clear.
Barely. Ang sakit nun para sa Manila. They're starting to come back in this ball game. Biglang lumayo na naman yung score natin.
So now it is a 16-point advantage as you got to see that celebration from Malyari. The biggest lead was 21. And this third quarter score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game. Just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more. The muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avenus. Oras na para magmotor. We are coming back to you live from the home of Greg Slaughter, the San Andres Sports Complex in Malate, Manila. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Wesley Gonzalez and Sidney Crespo, who gave us their own Manila anecdotes earlier tonight. Well, now the crowd is beaming with pride once more because their team is up by 16, looking very comfortable.
Very comfortable as Manila scored 26 against, a better scoring quarter for South Cotabato, but still, behind against Manila.
And we see one last push. Gonzaga goes down. That's a mismatch. Eating time for Greg Slaughter.
Good pass. Very patient.
18 points for Greg Slaughter, just like that. It's 5 out of 10 from the field. How about that? Only 10 attempts for him. And he's so effective as Enzo Hoson answers back.
Then yung malaking bagay din talagang hinahanap siya ng mga ng teammates niya.
71-55. Enzo Navarro. Slaughter is wide open. He's gonna fake and pass. CBC onto Jimboy. Pastoran. Cruz. One on the shot clock. Navarro is fouled. Oh, he almost made it. Kung pumasok yun, alam mong para sa kanya lang talaga itong gabing to.
Akala ko papasok. Ang ganda ng linya eh.
Well, obviously that was a foul. Oh, they actually called it on the floor. So it's going to be a sideline inbound. CBC. Was it a charge? Apparently it was.
Because they haven't challenged yet,
Yes.
They want to use the challenge.
CBC, by the way, only has 5 points so far in this game. I want to see his shooting. 1 out of 6, yeah. It hasn't been too easy for him. We'll take a short break.
The challenge made by Manila is unsuccessful.
It's a charge on CBC for fouls now for him. He will take a breather. James Sena lang naman ang papalit sa kanya. $71-55. South Cotabato still praying for a miracle here. Nico Elorde. Where will they go? It's Tolentino who will fire. Short. Ball tapped and recovered by Dumapig. Nice block by Greg Zilla. 10 on the shot clock. Dumapig. Dionisio fakes. Clearly intimidated by Greg Slaughter, and now there's a foul.
Just when you think you had that shot already, you cannot do that against a Greg Slaughter. That's why yung second drive ni Dumapig, biglang napaisip siya eh.
Oo. Dionisio missing on his first free throw. They've only attempted 5
Yes,
in this game.
compared to the 21 of Manila.
Well, we have seen a lot of jump shots from South Cotabato, including 24 three-pointers, only making 5. Manila has doubled the output of South Cotabato in terms of three-point makes. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances. Ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Greg Slaughter, face up. Will he shoot it? There you go. Took a lot of time. Well, he did follow his own shot. Tolentino goes to Joson. Enzo, no good. We haven't seen his three-point shooting prowess in this game.
Medyo mabagal yung scoring for Enzo Joson in this ball game.
He's 0 out of 3 from downtown.
Again,
Greg Slaughter, count that.
easily.
Navarro, by the way, has 8 assists already. Slaughter has 20 points. Tolentino onto Marvin Jonicio for 3. In and out and in. Tolentino pressuring Navarro. Enzo keeping at it. 10 on the shot clock. Navarro behind the back to Sena. Now it's Zags, baseline. Kick out, Navarro all day. Off to the left, rebound Jonicio.
Good defense by South Cotabato. Well, it's a good shot by Manila, hindi lang di pumasok.
Lord had barged his way through on the other end and he picked up the foul.
Pero wala sa posisyon itong si Pastoran.
Two fouls on Jimboy Pastoran. Now Raba Luceni checks in for Greg Slaughter. Personally, I still haven't seen these two play together.
Oh yeah, kasi medyo mabagal.
Oo.
Itong, it's going to be a problem on the defensive side for Manila. Pag pinagsabay ni Coach Gabby itong dalawang malaki.
I wonder though if there would be a situational somehow nagagamitin nila yung dalawang yan. Sabi mo, depends ang problema.
Oo eh.
What if they badly need a basket? Pwede kaya offensively? Or malabo pa rin?
Malabo pa rin eh. Because hindi mo sila pwedeng pagsabayan. Not unless, well, kasi you can put Raba, you can place Raba somewhere on top of the three-point area. Pwede pa rin niyang hatakin because he has that shot just to, just to bring his man against him and then freeing up, the shaded lane for Greg. But on the defensive side, yun lang.
Oo, hindi lang naman one-sided eh.
Yun lang yung problema. I think it's very situational.
Siguro kung down by 1, tapos 1 second to go, bola nila.
But these two guys are not known as high leapers
Oo
as
nga,
well.
yung pang-alley-oop, no?
Oo eh.
Ooh! There's a foul on Marvin Jonicio.
Getting the goat of Marvin Jonicio.
That guy never backs down. He was a big man after all in JRU. Actually, now he's playing the 4.
Oh yeah, he's playing the 4, pero his size is really clearly a small forward. Or even a guard, a 2 guard.
Yeah, Kyle Tolentino is almost as big as him. Parang pareho nga lang eh. Navarro being pressured, they go to Sena. Double teamed, Enzo for 3. Off to the left. Ball out of bounds.
And there's only a 14-point lead. If my math serves me correctly.
Yes, you are correct, Wesley. Although, South Cotabato has really bled for their points in this game. Napakahirap. Joson to Elorde. 5 on the shot clock. Nico in trouble. Kick out to Kyle. 1 second. Tolentino. He makes it.
As you said, talagang hirap na hirap. Talagang halos ubos na tong shot clock before they can convert.
That's a nice steal. Oh, that could have been a shot for Elorde, but they will get possession here.
Yeah, but it's still a good defense by South Cotabato.
Display of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. Kyle Tolentino. Look how hard that was. Hang in the air. Nico Elorde backing down. There's a foul. Before I forget, Wes, I'd like to greet somebody who's been watching since the first game. My dear friend, Robbie Yaranon. Rob, thank you for your support. (73-61). Enzo Hoson, step back three. That's good. Oh, the lead is down to 9.
Yes, back to a single-digit lead para dito sa Manila. It's still a long way to go. We still have 5 minutes left in this ball game. But a foul by Tolentino. Medyo nanggigil siya. That's a third team foul for Cotabato.
Let's see that previous sequence. Enzo Hoson had a quickness mismatch against James Sena. Able to convert. That's his first 3 tonight. Navarro. Tolentino went down. It's a charge by Rabah Luceni. You know, this could be the formula for Coach Elvis Tolentino. Go small, play it fast.
Yes.
My question is, how much gas do these boys have left on their tanks?
Yun lang. Sarami rin sa haba ng o sa bigat din ng kanilang tinatrabaho.
There's the charge. Tolentino has played 23 minutes, Hoson 30 minutes, Elorde 20, Jonicio 21, and Dumapig 13. So Hoson could be the most tired of them all.
Yeah, and Enzo Hoson has been, playing a lot the last few games of South Cotabato.
Well, this is what he wanted after all.
Yeah.
Playing time. Another look. Ayun, the forearm of Rabah straight to the chest of Kyle Tolentino.
It's only an offensive foul.
Well, Kyle's okay. He's able to breathe. That's a big thing.
I think with the younger guys now, they're really trying to sell the foul.
Oh.
Parang which I, as a viewer, I don't really like it. I'm not a fan of, exaggerating those fouls. Because, it's a very physical game.
Yeah.
And if it really hurts, then it really hurts. Then if not, then no. But it has its advantages.
And the thing is, we've noticed the behavior that you'll try to sell the foul and then you just wait for the replay. Kapag tapos natatayo ka na lang eh. Na-okay ka na.
Parang before it's frowned upon, but now it's just the norm.
Oh, off of that scramble, we're back with Manila. Gonzaga lost the ball. He recovers. Pass inside. Aluseni will score.
Good decision by Gonzaga. Kita niyo to si Aluseni dun sa poste.
12 points for Rabah Aluseni. 75-64. Under 4 minutes to go. Nico Elorde. Marvin Jonicio. This is a big one. That's good.
Jonicio coming alive in the second half.
Navarro brings it down. Greg Slaughter about to return. Enzo, kick out. Hanapi to answer back. No good. Jonicio up top. Now it's Elorde. No numbers. Nico all the way. 2 free throws.
And Manila has to go down on defense.
Well, now, momentum has swung South Cotabato's way. Well, there was that basket for Manila. But the Warriors have closed in. Only down by 8 off of that three-pointer by Marvin Jonicio. The 5 of the Warriors will have to withstand these fresh legs of Greg Slaughter, Carl Brian Cruz, Dan Malyari, and Jimboy Pastoran.
Yeah, and then only an 8-point lead by Manila.
Free throw shooting, 5 out of 8 for South Cotabato. First one is good for Nico Elorde. He's up to 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Yeah, good game so far for Nico Elorde. I mean, defensively, offensively, just leading the team.
2 main free throws. Here's the thing. South Cotabato may be down by 6, but Elorde's plus minus is plus 10. What a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, pag nandun siya sa loob, I mean, they're really doing well.
Slaughter, handoff to Jimboy. Greg, wide open, air ball. That could be a strategy for you.
Yeah. And the momentum shifting to Cotabato's side.
75-69, only a 2-possession game with 3 minutes to go. Enzo Hoson, there's a takedown. Elorde was fouled, and that's free throws again for Nico. 3 fouls on Greg.
I think it's a frustration foul because he wasn't called. Hindi siya natawagan hindi siya napagbigyan ng foul doon on the offensive end.
Elorde just has to be consistent with his free throws. He's 3 out of 4 from the stripe. They might not have gotten as many free throws as Manila, but at least they're coming now.
Yeah, and very important time.
Here we go. The veteran Nico Elorde. First free throw. He gets the bounce. The lead is 5. The biggest deficit of South Cotabato was 21. Two out of 2 for Elorde. Ooh, Dionisio and Slaughter got tangled up. Marvin is just trying to body up against Greg. 75-71. Pastoran onto Malyari. Against Hoson. They give it back to Jimboy, and there's a foul inside.
Yeah, very interesting, very physical.
It's on Chris Dumapig.
That's the fifth foul of South Cotabato in this quarter.
So both teams are now in the penalty. Seems like we're gonna have to change the basketball before we move on. Coach Elvis Tolentino wants to go home with a victory for his wife as well, Madam Eileen. We hope that you're enjoying your night. Happy birthday, ma'am. Baseline inbound. Enzo Navarro drives, and there's another foul. That's free throws. Two fouls on Kyle.
But more importantly, itong Manila has 2 free throws. They've been stuck at 75 for quite a while.
Enzo Navarro now 3 out of 4 from the line. That's 12 points for him to go alongside his 3 dimes. Check that, 3 boards and 8 dimes, also with 2 steals. Conversion for Navarro. Timeout for Coach Elvis Tolentino. This would be a much-needed breather as well for his players. 77-71, 2 minutes and 42 remaining. We are back in Manila. And let's check out the next 3 games of Greg Slaughter alongside his teammates Muntinlupa on July 9, Davao and Zamboanga on July 15 and 23 respectively, both here inside the San Andres Sports Complex. I did say Kelly Nabong versus Greg Slaughter would be very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
And the fast pace of JC Marcelino
Oh, yung
against
Zamboanga,
Greg
no?
Slaughter, yeah.
Yun ang pesky, di ba?
No. Let's just hope that JV will be able to return soon. He's been battling a minor knee injury for quite a while now. But it's also Zamboanga's way of preserving him because it is a long season after all. 2.5 minutes to go. Enzo Hoson escapes. Hoson will score and the lead is back down to 4.
Good fake by Hoson already with 11 points.
Enzo Navarro going to Greg Slaughter. Given some space. CBC versus Marvin Junicio. Pass onto the corner. Malyari up top. 6 on the shot clock. Navarro drives. Navarro kicks. CBC. Tough 3. No good. Offensive rebound. These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending. GameX. Pass inside. Good seal by Dumapig. That's 2 free throws.
Medyo nang giggle si Malyari in passing to Slaughter. Nawala siya ng angulo. That's why they turned the ball over. Pero Chris Dumapig, recognizing there was a mismatch, just sealed. So meron silang 2 free throws.
Dumapig has played 16 minutes in this game. He has scored 4 points, 2 out of 2 from the stripe so far, and he's the one covering Greg Slaughter. These are 2 very important free throws. The first one is good.
So far, itong South Cotabato biglang umahabol dun
Yes.
in terms of shooting the free throws.
They've scored 21 points in this frame compared to the 8 of Manila. Ayan, 13 attempts na ang South Cotabato. Wes, it's a 1-possession game.
Yes.
77-75, 1 minute and 49 to go.
Just when you think this is going to be a blown-out game, diba?
The biggest lead was 21. Here's Enzo Navarro. Screen by CBC. Navarro. Opening. Navarro stripped. Turnover. No foul recovery. And there's 2 points for Manila.
Nabawi nila bigla yun. They turned the ball over, but Greg Slaughter was able to tap that ball.
79-75. 85 seconds to go. Enzo Hoson. Driving. Feeding. That's not the best of passes. Almost a counter steal. Navarro goes to CBC. Inside. Greg Slaughter. 2 points.
Good decision making by Manila, especially CBC, recognizing Greg Slaughter in the block. Just turned.
This was the lucky break for them.
Yep.
But we do have to give credit to Greg Slaughter.
Yeah.
For that one. And then
turnover.
translating on the other end.
Yeah. Very costly turnover. And then you see here CBC has that, that open wide look in the three-pointer, pero recognized Greg Slaughter is in the block. Passed it. Another 2 points for Manila.
Let's see the home games results of Manila. So they're 3-1 here inside the San Andres Sports Complex, defeating Bataan Caloocan and Valenzuela and losing to the Quezon Huskers. The only undefeated team left in our 6th campaign. It's been a long night tonight. South Cotabato giving themselves a chance to win as Fajarito scores quickly at that. 81-77, 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining.
That's a good quick two by South Cotabato.
Full court, man-to-man. Marvin Janicio is the one covering Greg Slaughter. Navarro. Up top, CBC. 10 on the shot clock. Pastoran. On to Greg. Slaughter. 2 free throws.
Hirap bantayan eh. I mean, hindi mo na alam kung, if you're Coach Elvis, hindi mo na alam kung sino ilalagay mo eh.
Malyari returns for defensive purposes. Here we go, Greg Zilla. 7 out of 9 from the stripe so far. His numbers 22 and 10. Make it 23 points.
And Greg is a very good free throw shooter for a big man.
$20 out of 24 free throw shooting tonight for Manila. The lead is back up to 6. Fajarito, he will fire. Short, offensive rebound. Janicio needs a teammate. Christian Fajarito, no good. Rebound, Greg Zilla. That could do it. Forward pass. Gonzaga, man down. It's a turnover. South Cotabato not going away. We have a timeout for Coach Elvis Tolentino. They're down by 6 with 22 seconds to go. We've seen this already this season, Wesley. A 6-point deficit is still very manageable with this amount of time. That's good defense by Enzo Hoson.
Yep. Good defense by Enzo Hoson. I mean, if you're Zags, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to dribble out? I mean, yeah, a lot of Monday quarterbacking can be said about it, but you know, during the, I mean, if you're being pressured, it's so hard to make a decision as well.
Let's see what Coach Elvis drew up for South Cotabato as we take a look at Rudy Distrito and Emer Oreta, our VIPs, at the sideline. Tomorrow we shall proceed to Caloocan. Wednesday, Binyan. Thursday, Pampanga. Friday, San Juan. And that's a good Friday, by the way, because it's Nueva Ecija versus San Juan, a rivalry game. And then on Saturday, we proceed to Mindoro for the 2nd time in MPBL history. Elorde goes quickly on to Janicio, back to Nico. Up top, Enzo Hoson. The drive and the kick. Fajarito, that's good. 1 possession game with 12 seconds to go.
Still, South Cotabato not giving up.
How about that? Enzo Hoson finding Christian Fajarito, who missed just a while ago. Never back down. Continue fighting. Anything can happen here. Full court inbound for CBC as he works with Pastoran, Gonzaga, Navarro, and Slaughter. Carl Brian Cruz looking for a teammate. Man down, that's Elorde. Pastoran has it. 9 seconds. Will South Cotabato foul? Slaughter, 4 seconds. That's a lot of time burned.
Good thing those two guards were able to cross that line.
Slaughter has to make at least 1.
Yeah.
Well, he did mention he's one of our better free throw shooting big men.
He's
9 out of 11. First one is good.
25 points for Greg.
That's in 25 minutes of
Yeah.
play. 2 for 2, no surprise there. It's a 5-point lead. Enzo Hoson, Kyle Tolentino. That would do it. It was such a nice scare given to us by South Cotabato, but Manila holds on its home court. So, it's 7 straight wins for Manila in the 6th season of the MPBL.
Yeah, good showing so far. I mean, he really changed this Manila squad once he started playing for them.
Let's give big shout-outs to Enzo Navarro, who had 15 points and 9 assists. Zags Gonzaga had 10 points. Aluseni had 12 with 9 rebounds. The last 5 of South Cotabato was pretty convincing, by the way. Tolentino, Elorde, Hoson, Jonicio, and Dumapig. But our best player of the game, brought to you by Manny Pacquiao's MPBL, is undoubtedly Greg Zilla once again.
Yeah, congratulations to Manila. But, you know, good showing by South Cotabato. But, you know, kind of too late.
Yeah. This final score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Greg Slaughter continues to be undefeated in the MPBL. He is now with Sidney Crespo.
Napakagandang panalo para sa mga Manileño, and Greg Slaughter is their best player of the game with another double-double performance, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Greg, congratulations. South Cotabato was not giving up. They were trying to come back in the last 3 minutes and made it a one-possession ball game. What did you have to do to secure this win?
Oh man, you got to give it to them. They're a tough team. Came into this game, same record, so just had to sustain the intensity 40 minutes, and we were lucky to come out alive.
Coach Gabby says you're becoming more and more comfortable with the team. Now on your 4th Best Player Award, would you say that's true?
I'm pretty comfortable with all the guys, but not satisfied. I think we still have a lot of room to grow.
Greg, some of the young guys in South Cotabato like Enzo Hoson and Kyle Tolentino were actually looking forward to meeting you inside the court and to learn from you in this game. Your thoughts on that?
I'm honored. I know I'm getting up there in age, been out here for a while, so it's something seeing these young guys who were younger than teenagers while I was playing in the PBA already. So like when I was their age, I always had people to look up to, and I'm just glad to be one of the guys that inspires them.
Greg, anyone you want to greet?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my wife and daughters, Shanina, Stelina, Paloma, my family, Bill and Emma, all my relatives in Cebu, parents-in-law, June and Tina. I want to say happy birthday to my brother-in-law, Pox, and Mayor Honey Lacuna, Congressman Sam Bersosa, Frank Lau, Awesome Smile, Robust, Fortune Pay, Ryan David Rojas, mga Batang 641, Boss Raymond Ng, Boss Emilio Chu of Solid Shipping, Taylor Athletics, Anytime Fitness Manawi, Boss Joey, the Physio Spa, and Boss Roman.
All right, thank you. Once again, congratulations si Greg Slaughter, ang ating Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Best Player of the Game. Back to you guys.
Just another day at the lab for Greg Zilla. Double-double and a victory. But again, we continue to remind you guys that the schedule will go tougher as well as he moves along with his MPBL career. That's a nice moment between some Manileños and their star. Tomorrow, Coach Mike Perez, Mika Besamis, and I will join you at the Caloocan Sports Complex for Mindoro versus Rizal, Negros versus Imos, and Caloocan versus Davao Occidental. Another good triple header for your MPBL Tuesday. Thank you for joining us, folks, for our 2 Manileños, Cindy Crespo and Wesley Gonzalez. My name is Nick Gomez at ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, Liga Bawat Pilipino.